Yeah. So stylish.
Oh, thank you. My mom said there is no change. Why are you wasting money, you know?
If he wasn't talking about your hair.
Oh, really? I
Mom's
asked.
always good for that type of advice.
Oh, okay. Something else, huh? Oh, yeah.
Hey, so gang, terima kasih. Can you start your homework and I'm not turning on my camera yet because I have a surprise. Okay.
All right. I will start now. Okay, this is the homework. What are the two different things can we consider as misunderstanding? So the monks are asking the Buddha about this. The monk was asking Buddha for more information of misunderstanding, and Buddha was sort of saying that, hey, there are two things, right? So they were asking, what are these two? Does anybody remember?
Me and my world.
Sorry, say.
It was things that contradict our or detract from our understanding of emptiness or our wisdom.
Okay, I mean pretty close, but those are not the
Things
words
that work against the practices of the Supreme and things that work against the practices of widespread practices.
All right. Yeah, the widespread is there. For the other one, they call it working against the highest of all things.
Oh, yeah.
While he has put a bracket here, supreme and profound, though.
Geshe-Michael made a point that it didn't say profound, right? It didn't say sub.
Yeah, he didn't say profound, and even the widespread is different from the what we used to.
Yeah.
And what does it mean to work against the highest of all things?
What I said about it's against your understanding of emptiness.
Against the understanding of emptiness. Not, well, I mean, close, but no cigar. Sorry to use the term. Almost. This is referring to the one of the 5 powers that we discussed in Abhidhamma.
The power of wisdom?
Yes, that's the answer.
Yeah.
That's the answer. Yeah. Oops. Here. All right. And how about against the widespread practices? So this is not the bodhicitta, but something else. And I think we have been doing this, repeating this in many classes. Even
the first three perfections, maybe?
No, not really. No.
These are the 3 steps of, Buddha's education.
The what? Sorry, I heard Gail say mention it correctly, but I don't. Yeah, that's correct. To Samgom. Correct, Venerable. Yeah. All right. Chamte.
To compose or initiate?
Yeah, let's begin.
Yeah, to start out, explaining, to undertake, to compose. Thank you. Bakla nyawa.
Bakchak synonym?
Bakchak or?
Deep sleeping seats.
Yes. Who was that just now?
That was Seiji.
Seiji, yeah.
Earl said it too.
Oh, that was Oscar.
Yeah, it was me.
Seiji, you okay already? That's cool.
But Sugeng, isn't sleeping in the form just the literal, but it's just potential?
Yeah. It's literal. Yeah, I should put this. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just love this literal translation. It sounds quite cool, But yeah, I think I should add this potential. Thanks.
Isn't it like hidden potential?
Hidden. Oh yeah, that's correct. Thank you, Oscar. Hidden potential.
What is obvious potential?
I didn't want to say anything. Thanks, Venerable.
Obvious potential. Yeah, I think that's a good question. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'll just put this. All right. Okay. Jingba.
Bound, shackled, chained.
Change. Yeah, that's correct. All right. Okay, Geshe-la.
Okay, now Sugeng, I gotta take over the camera for a second, okay?
Yes.
All right. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. I have an announcement to make. I am doing a special cooking show.
Oh, I thought that was the
Uh,
cone of shame.
This is my dim sum pot. Okay. And here is my tsepo. Okay. And what you guys don't understand is that I told you I worked for 8 years as a cook, right? In the Mongolian monastery, but I was a Chinese cook and I made Chinese food for 8 years. And I'm really good at it. And we're going to have a special Chinese New Year's day, 2-day program. Guess who's doing it?
You are.
Peachtree will do this. And we're gonna have interviews with the new university. We're gonna have interviews with Yoga Studies Institute about their upcoming program. We're gonna have an interview with Mr. Bin about his house building project. We're gonna talk about a special teaching from Shenzhen. And Geshe-la is gonna teach directly a small class about Master Yinzi, who is the student of Shenzhen and wrote about his ideas. And those ideas are gonna be New Year's, why we can have hope for the new year, okay? We're gonna talk about hope. The subject for Chinese New Year is gonna be hope in the new year, and we're gonna study an actual book by Shenzhen and his student Yinzi, which I'm going to translate because it exists in Tibetan, actually, but it was written in Chinese. Why I have this cook hat on and this momo pot, we are also going to have, by the way, we're also having the Peacock Warrior program with Seiji and Noor. They're going to read some more poetry and explain it to us. And the big event, I'm going to teach you how to make dim sum in a very special for New Year's, Chinese New Year's dim sum, how to make it. I learned it for, I don't know, 23 years, and I'm good at it. So we're going to make it on 2 days, okay? We're going to show you how to make the dough, how to roll it out, how to pinch it. On the first day, which is January 21st. And then that's going to be Beijing time, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Okay, so it's not a nighttime show in Asia, it's a daytime show in Asia. 10 a.m. to 12 noon on January 21st and on January 22nd. Why, Sugeng? Because on New Year's, Chinese New Year's, everybody goes home to their parents and they celebrate the New Year. Next day, everyone is bored to death. And so we're going to have fun. Geshe-la is going to teach Yinzi, Shenzhen, and how to make dim sum. And I really do know a good system for it, and I'm really good at it. I hate to say Shinten, probably better than you at dim sum, okay? So both days, 21st and 22nd, I'll be showing you how to cook dim sum for New Year's, okay? All right, thanks for the advertising time, Sugeng. We're going back to your book. And there's the QR code for the New Year's code. Be careful with that. Sign up. I went to the hospital from that. All right. Okay, let's get to work here. So again, come on, stick to the subject.
All right. Yeah.
Do you want to go to your? Give you the screen again.
Sure. Yeah. All right. It's actually in the. I don't know whether you have the chance to look at the text that I sent to you. It's all in there. But anyway, let's start.
I did. Can I? You want me to show it?
I think that's that's better. So there is
Okay.
we
Yeah.
synchronity in
Is
there.
it? I'm using the text you sent me today or yesterday, Sugeng. That's okay.
That's okay.
Is
That's
that
correct.
it?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. And I'll be commenting on Sugeng's translation. And Sugeng, can you read for us?
Yes. Marikpe Ken Ki Nduche Che Jawe Nduche Kang Sena.
Right. Okay. Generally speaking, what does duce mean, Sugeng?
Discrimination? No, duce in general. I don't know what. No, it shouldn't be.
You can say factor. Okay. Something which helps something else to happen is called duce. Okay. And for example, the third of the 5 heaps is called duce ki pumbo, right? The heap of other factors. So duce can mean one of the 5 heaps, but duce can just mean factor in general. And duce can also refer to the second,
which is fresh karma.
duce ki le. Yeah, karma, duce karma. So because there's so many different meanings of duce, Vasubandhu said, look, I'm not talking about the heap. I'm not talking about factors in general. I'm talking about ma rikpe kien ki. Okay, the one which has as its trigger misunderstanding. Now we know he has to be talking about the second link of the wheel of life. Okay, he must be. He said, look, I'm not talking about factors in general. I'm talking about factor as the second of the 12 links of dependent origination. Okay. And there's something very interesting here, Sugeng. If you really get down to it, the Marikbe Kin has endued the karma.
The condition has to do with the karma.
Yeah, the condition of not understanding your world has ndu. It's a verb.
Brought it together?
Gathered?
Yeah, it brought together the world. Okay, it has brought together the world. Okay, he's making a pun here. The first link has brought together the world. And that word in sanskara, right? Sanskara in Sanskrit also means fresh karma. So he's making a pun. That first link has triggered not just the second link, but it has also pulled your world together. Duce. He's making a pun. Okay. It's okay. That's the duce I want to talk about, he said. Okay. When we say that the condition of misunderstanding creates fresh karma, what is then the fresh karma mentioned here? That's a nice translation. Nice translation. Very good translation. I have nothing to say about it. Okay. Which is you might want to take a picture that I have nothing to say. Okay. Now, don't forget that Sugeng's text is a commentary, okay, on what?
On a sutra, Buddha's teaching.
Yeah, on the first teaching about the 12 links of dependence, okay? Don't forget it's a commentary. That whole sutra is about 1 page. Okay, the whole sutra where Lord Buddha introduces the 12 links is like 1 page. This commentary is 470 pages. Okay, understand? Okay, so so rarely you start a new section. Rarely you start a new section, and then we're going to have to insert the sutra itself in the commentary. He does not do that. We have to do it. Okay, so you have to be sensitive to where he's talking about the original sutra, because nobody inserted it in those days, and we have to do that. So here it is. Duce, please read this one, Sugeng.
Duce ni nampa sumte sum kang sena.
Good. Yeah, okay. There are 3 types of duce, fresh karma. What are the 3? Sum kang sena. And please continue.
Luki duce tang, ngaki duce tang, yiki duce to.
What's it mean?
So the fresh karma due to the actions, the fresh karma due to the speech, and the fresh karma due to the thoughts.
Good, nice, perfect. Okay, good. Yep. Let me check your translation. There are the first part. Nice, good translation. Yeah, and here's where he refers to the sutra. He says, hey, the sutra says, duce nabasum. There's 3 kinds of fresh karma. Okay, you got to catch this sheja. Sheja means the sutra, the original sutra mentions 3 kinds of fresh karma. What are they? Please, you want to choose? Sugeng, why don't you read for a couple sentences?
All right, yeah. Chomden ki duce namni lula sokpen yewe raptu yewa tenki ngowo niki ni maina.
I'm sure it was Mayino. Okay, personally. And again, we're working with a very old and probably broken text, and it's going to be a challenge. Okay. So, and no one has ever made a commentary to clean it up. So, in 2,000 years. So, Chomden Ki, the Buddha has taught fresh karma in terms of the divisions of actions and so on. But they are not. I love your translation. I want you to catch this instrumental after Ngoni. Okay. You caught the instrumental in Ye Wei right here. You caught the instrumental. Okay. You said in terms of. Okay. Now this same instrumental comes, but he did not teach fresh karma. What? In terms of the essence. Okay. In terms of the essence. Okay. All right. So this, when you said in terms of, that was a good translation. You were translating this S here, Ye Wei, this instrumental. Now, when you get to the second part of this sentence, or the second sentence, you have to say, he did not present fresh karma in terms of its essence when he divided it into body, speech, and mind. Okay, why? The karma is the same. The instrument is different. Okay, the way you did it, the way you collected it, the way you created it was the instrument was different, but the karma is the same thing. The karma, the essence of the karma is the same. Doesn't matter whether you do it with your speech, with your body, or with your thoughts. And what Vasubandhu is saying, Master Vasubandhu is saying, look, he's not dividing karma into separate types. He's mentioning 3 different instruments you use to collect the same karma.
Oh,
Interesting.
cool.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Now, yeah. You want to choose someone to read?
Okay.
I see Connie. You could torture Connie.
Okay. Okay.
That, I'm not saying for sure.
Let's invite Professor Connie to read then.
Okay, I'll be picked on. So Dode, Zhenlei, Qiangdu,
And late.
Zhenlei,
Sure.
Zhenlei, Qiangduk, Qinang, Du
Jiang.
Jiang,
Nang. Oh,
Bu. Thank you.
just stop for vowel.
All right, I'm going to put my sound up a little higher. Okay, Bu. Nangdu Gyupa, Nile Kidu Chedo.
Yeah.
Nice, honey. Let me give you guys a bigger cursor while I'm Okay. Okay. Dode Shen means what, Sugeng?
According to the other sutra.
Yeah, and by the way, day or Pitaka doesn't always have to mean the whole collection of sutras. Sometimes it's just added to the word sutra. Okay, so, all right, it might be a mild plural. You know, other sutras, okay, it doesn't mean the whole collection of sutras. Other sutras, they describe uk.
Breathing.
Yeah, now I'll give $100 if somebody can tell me the Abhidharma standard term for breathing in and out.
Ukchung uk.
I think Ali got it first.
Oh,
You know what they say, your left hand doesn't know what your right hand is doing, but in this case it will. Okay. She's gonna pay herself $100. Okay. Congratulations. Take me out to dinner. Okay. But he doesn't use those words. He says chi nung. What's that mean, Sugeng?
Out and in.
Yeah, and this gyu does not mean cause. Gyua means
to roam about and come in and out.
Flows, in this case, flows.
it means coursing. We say in English coursing. And by the way, a horse race course is called gyua. Where the horses run is called gyua. So you can say the running of the breath in and out of the body. Okay. In sutras, that has been described as fresh karma. That has been described as action. Okay. And then he doesn't say anything else. So I went and dug around for you. Okay. Oh, well, I actually went to see if other sutras did mention it. Okay. Which is only something that Geshe-la would be interested in. And let's read it together again.
Sure. Marikpe Kienki Duchenam She Jawala Duchenam Kangshena
Keep going.
Duche Sumte Luki Duche Tang Ngaki Duche Tang Yiki Duche Do.
Okay, this much is coming from this sutra. What is this sutra? Sutra is called Ascertaining the Meaning. Okay, Artha Vinishaya. Okay. And then he says, the full sutra says, please read again.
Luki Duche Kangshena.
Yeah, can you give us an example of body karma using your body? Yeah, I'll give you an example.
Uk Ngup Padang Jung Wate Lu Thini
Yeah.
Lule.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, Lu Thini Lule Jungwa Lu La Tenpa Lu Tang Drelwa Lu Lam Beppa Jukpate. Dei Chir Uk Nguk Padang Jungwa Dak Lu Kin Duche Nam Se Jao. I'm sorry, actually, I be trying to understand, so I split the sentence into three so, to help
I
me.
don't mind. I don't mind. It's fine. Okay. So then he says, somebody says, can you name for me an action of the body? And then it's kind of natural to say, well, ukjumu. And here's the ancient word that we use, right? Ukjumu. Yeah,
Breathing.
muk means to breathe in, and Jung means to breathe out. Okay. So, what's the most basic action you ever take with your body? It's not killing, stealing, sexual misconduct. No, it's breathing.
Breathe.
That's also a karma. Just breathing is a karma. Okay.
Shall I do
Uh,
Jungwate? How should I put that? Jungwate means just
This does not mean occur. It
Oh.
means exhalation. It means to exhale the breath. Okay.
Jungwa. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same spelling as the verb for occur, and it will occur in 0.001% of the cases.
Okay.
Out of 10,000 cases of June, only one will mean exhale. So
okay.
good luck. Okay. When you see it with mu, you know it means exhale because mu means inhale. Okay. Yeah, so what's the most basic action of the body? It's not even killing or stealing or protecting life or respecting other people's things. It's just breathing. And by the way, this body has come from a body. This body relied on a body. This body was connected to a body. This body comes down to another body. This body functions because of another body. Okay. But what it means is when you say this body comes from the body, it comes from the breathing of the body. This body comes from the body because it depends on the breathing of the body. This body is connected to the body because this body is connected to your breath. This body comes down to your body, meaning your breath. Okay. Therefore, please read.
Teacher Ugnup Padang Jungwa Dak Lukin Duche Nam Jao.
Therefore, we refer to the inhalation of breath and the exhalation of breath. And there he uses dark.
To
$50.
To double pluralizer.
Yeah,
Double.
dualizer. Okay? In
Dualizer.
Sanskrit, we call it dualizer. And I'm going to give an advertisement right now. I am going to teach Sanskrit starting in 45 minutes. Okay? And I'm going to teach it for about 5-6 years. All right? And one of the subjects is dark, which is a dualizer. Okay? All right? When you see dark in the ancient sutras, it always means a pair. Okay? It's a verb that fits a pair. What's the pair here? Yeah, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, so when you translate this sentence, you have to say the two of exhaling and inhaling. Okay, or inhaling and exhaling. Okay, and by the way, what's the most fundamental kind of bodily karma? Breathing. Breathing. Now, hopefully, it's good karma. Okay.
On the breathe. Let's see.
Then, by the way, the sutra he's quoting then goes into different kinds of verbal karma, and then it goes into different kinds of thinking karma, and it goes on for a while. Oh, you went and translated the whole thing. That was crazy.
It's cool, Geshe-la. It was so intriguing to the mind. So
yeah,
I thought
I have to say it was. What do you call it? Anyway, I think you were an overachiever in college. Am I going to translate this? Should we do this again? It's going to slow down your book. You don't care, right?
I don't mind. I mean, it's so exciting, Suddenly we got all these different nuances of three doors, or kind of thing.
All right. I didn't prepare this part, but I'm happy to try with you, okay? Geshe-la, why did you add all those words if you didn't mean me to translate it? I was trying to catch the page number.
Ah,
Down
Oh,
here. I was trying to catch the page number because you cannot do a footnote without the page number. So I often add more stuff just to get to the page number. But since you translated it, what the heck? Let's go read it, okay?
Geshe-la, you
Uh,
65. I added to 266 because I was curious for the mind part.
yeah, okay, cool. Now you're gonna have to choose someone to read this extra stuff.
All right. I see Choi. I just want to know which Choi will answer me. You know, there is one from Sweden, there is one from Malaysia.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah, Mr. Choi.
The top one, right?
Yes.
Gaji tuje
Nakti.
nam gang sina.
Yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. Those Malaysians pronounce better than the Americans. Okay, here we go. What is that, Sugeng?
What is the first karma due to the speech or verbal?
Yeah, now that you've covered the most elementary kind of physical karma, which is breathing, well, what's the kind of basic karma of speech? Okay, and we answer, so gang, if it's me, I will force Choi to keep going until he makes a big mistake.
Yes, I would like to invite him back.
Yeah.
Nampa tax.
Nice.
Nampa pride. Nas.
Chip, Chitney. Chitney.
Me nas si
Ne Chik.
me chi. Ma
Mai.
Nampa ma. Tak pa ma yin. Nampa ma. Ya pa ma yin.
Chepa Mainte.
Pa ma yin.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, Choi. You have a talent for this. You should do more of it. Okay. You should use that talent. So he says, I'll tell you there's two basic kinds of verbal karma. One is where you have tak before you speak, and one is where you have che before you speak. Okay. And this is Vitarka and Vikalpa, right? You guys know it, Vikalpa and Vitarka, right? From the Yoga Sutra, right? Sorry, Vichara and Vitarka?
Yeah.
You can say Vikalpa also. Okay. Number talk means what, Mr. Kramer?
Number talk.
It's what your mother said to do before you speak.
Think.
Yeah, think before you speak, okay? Talk means think carefully before you speak, okay? I'm sorry, talk means try to think a little bit before you speak. Then your mother said when you were 2 years older, hey, you should number che before you speak.
Now think carefully.
Yeah, think more carefully. Okay, so talk means, when you blurt out something to your wife, right? So gang in the kitchen, without thinking much, that's called number talk. Okay. Every act of speech requires some motivation, but where the motivation is very weak and you didn't think carefully about what you said before you said it and she got upset, that's called number talk. Okay. Number che means think about it carefully before you speak. So Lord Buddha, in this sutra, he says the most basic forms of physical karma is two, inhaling and exhaling. The most basic forms of speech are also two, speech karma, and that's speaking without checking too carefully and speaking after you check carefully. Okay, got it? And we're about to reach that section in Stanley's text. It's coming very, very soon in Stanley's book. And that's the classic reference to it is in the Abhidhamma Kosha. Okay.
So,
yeah.
once again, Nampatak is to think and not to think without thinking, and then without checking.
Number talk means you think quickly and not carefully,
Okay.
and then you speak. And by the way, everyone thinks before they speak, no matter how dumb they are. Even if you're screaming that as you fall off a cliff, you have a little bit check your mind and hear the word and then say it. Okay, so that's takpa. Chepa means you sit for like 5 minutes before you bring up a delicate subject with your wife in the kitchen. Right? That's called chepa. Okay. All right, now, then Lord Buddha says, hopefully you never speak nambar matakpa.
Without not thinking.
Without at least thinking a little bit. And hopefully you never speak without thinking carefully, actually.
Okay.
And by the way, when you spell it with BR, it always means examination. When you spell it with BT, it means to label.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
okay.
All right. Therefore, please go ahead.
They cheer nampar tok patang, nampar chip pani, naki, tu che jiao.
Yeah, and this is very, very deep, okay? It's not the words coming out of your mouth that makes the karma.
Wow.
What is it that makes the karma?
The thoughts behind it, or the examination.
Yeah. The either the not very deep thinking, like wow, or the careful consideration. It's what this sutra is saying, and if you think about it, it's kind of interesting. It's not the sounds coming out that makes the karma. It's what you intend just before you speak that makes the karma of speech. And therefore, the essence of physical karma and verbal karma is not different. It's just the instrument. The mental part is the same. Okay, the mental part is the same. Autonomic.
Nampar Tokpa instead of Nampar Takpa, is this maybe Vikalpa instead of Vitarka?
That's a good question. Vichara is definitely chupa, right?
Yeah.
And I believe you can call Namtok or Vitarka. You can say Vitarka or Vikalpa. That's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
He just changed it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Well, that was past tense or something.
Oh.
Okay. You should have checked before you spoke. And here it's the checking is what's the karma. Okay. This is the present tense. Jaron, right?
Cool.
Okay. All right. Now we get the interesting ones. So gang, who's gonna Vitarka and Vichara about speaking this?
Can I invite the Choi from Shenzhen?
Another choice?
Yes, another Choi.
Hello. Sorry.
Now we'll see which country's Choi is smarter, okay?
Yet key do yet
Che.
names Genzina.
Shena.
Good. So gang, yeah, what is fresh karma due to the thoughts? Good. Okay, good. What is mental fresh karma? Okay, here we go. Since you translate it, we're gonna have to add it in, somewhere in a long footnote or something.
Yeah.
Gang, who's gonna read the next part?
I think let's continue with Choi from Shenzhen.
Yay.
Again. Chen Pei Chap Pei Stempa Gan In Pa Tang
Kang Yin Pa Tang.
Kan Yin Pa Tang. Say Tang ký stem
Ký.
pa
Thắng khí.
khánh ký stem pa gang
Thắng.
thắng im pei thắng
Im pa thắng.
im pa thắng ký
Good.
Mo-
Timuk.
Kim múc.
kim mức ký
Kim.
ký stem pa thắng im pei
Im pa tệ. Khang im pa tệ.
can impact.
Yeah,
Nice.
thank you.
Yay.
Two.
So now, extremely important change in spelling here. Where is it? Well, not really. Well, he didn't say sem. He said what?
Oh, he said yi ki, yi.
Sempa. He said sempa.
Mm.
Okay, it's not chitta anymore. It's chaitana. Okay, it's no longer mind. It's now thinking.
King. Oh.
Okay, when you add pa to sam, the meaning changes from mind to thinking. Okay, okay, and that's a big thing. Okay, sempa is a movement of the mind. Sempa is a movement of the mind. It's not simple mind anymore. It is movement of the mind. And that's the definition of yikile. That's the definition of mental karma. Anytime a thought moves a half an inch in your brain, that's mental karma. Okay, so he was very wisely, of course, I guess the Buddha would be pretty good. He changed it from sem to semba. Okay, so when you have thoughts of chakpa,
When you have thoughts of desire,
and when you have thoughts of shedang spelled some kind of ancient way,
and thought of anger,
and when you have thoughts of timuk,
darkness,
yeah, that's mental karma. That's mental karma. Okay. And what are these three guys, Sugeng?
three animals
We know,
of
the three animals.
the wheel.
These are the special names for these emotions that are always applied to the three animals in the wheel of life. Okay, so that proves this sutra has a good connection to Vasubandhu's sutra. Okay, this is the way they're always referred to in explanations of dependent origination. Okay,
Okay.
I don't think we should do this last. Yeah, don't worry about this last part. That's not as, it doesn't. Yeah, I would leave the rest. Okay, the sexy part is what we just finished. Yeah, the part that I would put in my footnote is that I would stop there. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yay. Well, yeah, here it goes. Who's gonna read this again?
Can I invite Sao Ping, CSP 3? Are you around? Climber.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay, then. Okay, then somebody else. Dinara, are you around? Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, yes. Nampar tokpa tang nampar chopani ngak ki ngak kindu chedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you can translate this one easily. So again, noting and examining then our fresh karma due to speech.
No, so based
Yeah,
on
right.
this, yeah, is
I
the
like it.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
check
now
it.
you know why. Now you know why. Yep. By the way, when I say noting, it means you notice something, but you don't notice it too carefully. The classical example was Clark's grocery store. And they play this really bad rock and roll because everyone's my age. And if you just notice it lightly, that's called topa. But if they play Jimi Hendrix and you're listening to every single note, that's called chupa. The song is the same. The state of concentration is different. Are you just noting it, noticing it, or are you digging into it? Are you examining it? Okay.
Okay.
Doktan chupa tsingship ni. That's the definition of Abhidharma. Doktan chupa tsingship ni. Okay. All right. Let's keep going, Sugeng. Who's going to read this?
All
Dinara
right.
did really well.
Yeah, I'm kind of missing Venerable Chunzo. Is she around?
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, have you had any coffee and bookwind today?
Just some tea.
Okay.
Duche dang sempa ni yi ki duche sungna. Deda chinder de kona shindu tawajam ma yin shena.
Nice, thank you.
Okay. He put two here. He put douche and he put semba. Okay. You want examples of mental karma? I can tell you. Douche and semba. Yeah, discrimination and thoughts is okay. Yeah, that is okay. Those are fresh karma, which is due to the, I would say due to the, yeah, maybe, yeah. Dedak chi de kona shin de dawa jam mayin shina. Hang on. Huh? Wow. Okay. Dedak chi de kona shin de dawa jam mayin shina. Let me see what you said. Why is it not to be seen exactly as that? Okay, you could say, no, this Tao means consider.
Consider.
Okay. And the whole Dedak Chi Dir is an ancient way to start a question. All right. So what he's saying is, you mentioned, for example, that the mental functions of discrimination and movement of the mind are mental karma. Should we consider those the only kinds of mental karma? That's what this second sentence means. Should we consider those the only kind of mental karma? That's a question. Okay. Tawa ja'a means should we consider or not? Ma. Should we consider those the only kinds of mental karma, or are there other kinds of mental karma? Okay.
Okay.
Cool. It's a very difficult ancient Sanskrit translated into Tibetan by a grumpy translator. Okay. This translator, if I ever meet him, I'm gonna tell him what I think. Okay. I don't know. He was kind of in a mood when he translated this book. Okay. I'm telling you, I don't know what was going on. Maybe somebody erased his sutra on his cave. I don't know. Okay. Okay, please. Who's going to read next again?
I think we are coming to the end. So maybe let me invite I see Brian Mendoza. Brian, are you translating or are you available?
I can give it a try.
Yeah.
So Rapa Ludang Gak
Mepa. Mepa. Mepa.
Mepa, Ludang, Gadang,
Tang,
Yi. Again,
Nak Tang,
Naktang, I Chi Le Chi
Ki,
Je, Bragla, Dir,
Chedak,
Luya,
Chedakla,
Chedakla. I got lost. Oh yeah. Dir Lu La Sope Tu Ye Jet Tu Shedo.
Yeah, thank you. Nice.
By the way,
Hey,
Sugeng, it's
nice.
wrap up time. Just a heads up.
By the way, Brian, thank you. Brian has been helping everybody, all the organizations. He works really, really hard. He helps every organization do their broadcasts. And we just want to thank you, Brian. Okay. Okay, MEPA means, hey, let's talk about this, all right? MEPA means, let's talk about this, all right? When we talk about karma of body, speech, and mind, what we're talking about in this case is fresh karma of body and speech and mind. That's all. Okay. You notice he switched out lay and he put in duce.
Yes.
Okay, that's all. He just wants to say, look, you guys know the words karma, bodily karma, speech karma, mental karma. Here, it just applies to fresh karma also. Okay, to the second link of the 12. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any wrap up, Mr. Sugeng?
Yeah. So today we started with the second link, which is fresh karma. And we learned that there are 3 types, and they are not, there are 3 types. They are the same, but they are the same karma, but different instruments. So we started with the karma due to the actions. And we are saying that basically they are just the breathing in and out, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. And because of that, it created the body, it created the base, the related things related, and then even the breakdown and the continuation. And then we continue with the speech, fresh karma due to the speech, the verbal, and we are talking about the noting and examining. Yeah, noting and examining the thought before we say something, and that is the fresh karma due to the speech. And the third one is fresh karma due to thoughts, and we are saying that it is due to the 3 animals in the middle of the wheel of life, which is the thoughts of desire, anger, and darkness. And that's about all. And and then as a summary, Buddha was saying that the karma due to the action, speech, and thought are basically the fresh karma. Yeah. That's
okay, good. Thank you, Sugeng. Thank you, Shintin. It was a pleasure to meet your children and your 2 boys in Kyoto, by the way. And we have the coyotes came down from the mountain here.
Before that, Geshe, do you want to find the next verse or something, the text?
Oh, you mean, do I want to choose one for you to translate?
Or should I just continue?
Yeah, let me just check it. Hang on just a sec. Yeah, I want you to do the next sections up to this quotation that we're going to use for the footnote. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
now the coyotes are here, and hang on just a second. One, 2, 3, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you.
Okay, one more thing.
Muchas gracias.
Berta, yesterday we had Chinese food, or the day before, and I got a Chinese fortune cookie just for you. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Here's your fortune from the Chinese fortune cookie. Allow the disruptions.
Permite que
in
las
your-
interrupciones.
Allow the disruptions in your life to deepen your concentration.
Profundizar en tu concentración.
I think it's talking about your grandchildren, but I'm not sure.
Me parece que está hablando de tus nietas, pero no lo sé.
All right, that's your fortune for this year. Okay. All
Thank
right.
you so much, Geshe-la. Thank you, everybody.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you
Geshe-la.
for many
Thank you,
years
Geshe-la.
of thank you for many years of translation, and thank you for
Gracias por
also
muchos años de
writing
traducción.
books for
Ay, por
taking care
los
of many
libros.
books in Mexico. We appreciate you. Back to you, Nick.
Thank you.
De regreso
Thank you.
contigo, Nick.
Happy birthday, Berta, and thank you, Geshe-la. And
Y
nice work,
gracias,
Sugeng.
Geshe-la.
That was awesome. You're, I think, in the English channel, Berta. Anyway, have a break. 6 minutes. Come back in 6
Wow,
minutes.
6 minutes. You're
Dr.
so
Sadie's
generous,
class.
boss.
It'll be a nice long quiz, I'm hoping, so that you
Yeah.
can have your pizza, Chinese food, momos.
We're gonna have Chinese food spread on pizza, yeah.
Ew.
Just kidding. All right, see you guys.